Hey fellas, welcome to my playthrough of Within. Okay, so the last game I played of this developer was like back in the start of 2022, and that game was called Decrypt. And I'd never played a game where by the end of it, I literally lost my voice. And that's not like a, oh, I was so scared, I was screaming the whole time or anything like that. It was honestly a pretty bad game. So why am I playing this game? Well, it's been a year since that game. This is their latest game. They didn't make anything in between that year. So I'm always interested in seeing how, you know, developers grow or whatever. So I decided I'd pick this one up. It is free, so I don't know why I said picked it up. I just downloaded it. But yeah, if you're interested in watching Decrypt, you'll see a side of me that you probably haven't seen before, which is me literally giving up. Like I'd never just turned my brain off before so hard than I have in that game, Decrypt. But anyway, yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Oh yeah, and before I forget, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. Let's play. Oh, that was already cool. They abandoned the god who had made them. They sacrificed unto demons whom they knew not. Deuteronomy 32:15. Cool. So we're getting biblical.
I hadn't heard from my brother in over 3 months.
Voice acting?
Which wasn't unusual. Nick tends to disappear for months at a time, not returning my calls, and then he surfaces again as if nothing had happened. I've gotten used to it. I don't blame him, considering the childhood we had. I've read somewhere that siblings with shared traumatic pasts tend to grow apart faster when they're adults. Then, last night at around 3 a.m., he left a voice message. I heard it when I woke up a few hours later.
Maya, I hope you're okay. I know I haven't been in touch, but I just wanted to let you know. You may not hear from me again. For a while. I don't want you to worry, though. I'm in a spot of trouble, but nothing I can't handle. I'll figure it out. Whatever you do, don't come looking for me. I'll call you when things are right. I know I haven't said this enough, but
I love you.
I do love you. Always have. Goodbye, Maya.
I must have called him dozens of times, but there was no answer, and then his phone was switched off. I took the next available flight out early next morning.
Bitch.
I didn't sleep a wink on the plane. I kept thinking about what kind of trouble he might be in. As soon as I landed, I checked into a motel and then took a cab to the last address I had for him. In the pre-dawn light, the city seemed to grow more decrepit the further in I went, like a thing whose core was growing rotten. I don't know what kind of trouble he's in, but when we were growing up, after Ma died, when it was just the two of us, he'd come to me when he was in real deep and needed saving. And I would save him.
What a badass. Truly. Okay, did anyone notice that the subtitles are off-center? Or am I the only special case here? It was bothering me the entire time.
I should get this over with quickly. I'll find him, make sure he's okay, then head back. I'm already missing a day at work. Let's see, he should be at apartment 405.
I have a bone to pick with you, bitch. Didn't you hear a word he just said? He said, don't come looking for me. Bing bong. Don't come looking for me. Seriously, don't do it. So I got on a plane right away.
I bet this building breaks every municipal code in existence. I could get this open with a hard push, but I really shouldn't be wasting time. I need to find Nick. I should get to apartment 405. I should move on. I need to get to apartment 405.
This is already better than Decrypt.
Looks like there's a pipe busted up in there. It isn't a good idea to move this scaffold. It looks flimsy. I should just find another way around it.
If it was me, I'd just jump over it, but that's just me, I guess. Anyway, This game is already better than Decrypt, and I'll tell you why. It's because I don't have to read every single fucking word on the screen.
Whose bright idea was it to leave this open? A child might fall in.
Oh my god. A child? I don't know why you're surprised. This building breaks every municipal code, right? Of course, it's on the other side. I have no idea where that sound is coming from. Oh, this way. I'd actually be pretty happy to hear that, just because that means there's a sign of life in this fucking building, you know? This is her sprint, by the way.
Hello?
There were no subtitles. I don't know what she was talking about.
Huh, where'd they go? There was someone just here. Well, this is it. I should just ring the doorbell, see if he answers. Although, if he's been drinking, I don't have much hope.
Hope? Well, maybe you should give him the benefit of the doubt. Asshole. He's been... No doubt he's been drinking. He's a stupid boy. Come on, Nick.
I guess he's either not home, or he's sleeping off a drunken binge, which would not be entirely surprising.
Oh my god.
Maybe I should just try to open the door and let myself in.
Leave the man alone.
Gosh, what is that smell? Nick? Nick, are you here?
Why are we
How is he
here?
living like this? This is terrible.
Are you kidding me? This would cost like $2,800 where I live. Terrible.
Why can't he get a bed like a normal person?
Look, you love this guy, right? Your brother? Why are you using every single dialogue sequence to talk shit about him? Why can't he just get a bed like a normal person? Doesn't he have money?
Didn't know he kept this old picture of Ma. This was taken maybe a year before she died, before the cancer started turning her into skin and bones. When Ma got sick, he was 8 and I was 15. We watched her waste away and die from cancer. We never knew our father. No kid should have to lose both parents so early. We moved in with Aunt Sheba after that. She mostly left us alone, so I had to pretty much raise him. Or at least I tried. I did the best I could, but hell, I was dealing with my own demons. I guess I made a pretty poor substitute for Ma.
You were 14. Why are you so hard on everybody you know, including yourself? You need to chill the fuck out.
Would it hurt to clean up a little?
Oh my god, my brother's such a stupid fucking idiot, worthless. Gosh. Do not open, go back. Let me look at the rest of the apartment.
The first thing I'm going to help him do is clean this place up. That alone should bring some positivity to his life situation.
How very cool of you. You're a great person, Maya. I'm sure everyone tells you. God, where's the light switch? Isn't that it? There's something in the bathtub, but I can't see it. Whatever. Let's go in the abandoned, signed room that we shouldn't go into.
Right, like this is gonna keep me out.
Respect my brother's privacy and his independency? Absolutely not.
Nick, are you in there? Are you okay? Open this door. I guess I should find some other way to get it open.
Let me cut you off. You talk too much.
I think I just lost my appetite.
You were hungry? We're looking for a key. These look like giant buttons, right? It's strawberry milk? That sounds kind of good. It would absolutely destroy my stomach, though. The light switch is outside of the restroom. Just imagine, like, oh, I'm gonna take a shower. Fuck that, dude. It's like something right there, but I can't get it. Okay, then. Can't interact with anything in here. Or at least I don't think I can. That's got to be out here.
Well, there you go. Looks like he's fallen off the wagon again. Oh, Nick. I sometimes think if he hadn't had that accident, if his best buddy Alex hadn't been killed, things might have turned out different for him. He was 16, driving home from a party. Alex in the passenger seat. Nick had no business being behind the wheel that night. He was drunk out of his mind. Alex was killed on the spot. Nick survived, but he could never forgive himself for Alex's death. With Ma gone, I was supposed to be the parent, rein him in, but I was a teenager myself, barely holding it together. I should have been tougher with him. I messed up there. I guess I neglected him when it mattered. That's on me.
First of all, Maya, when he was 16, you were 21. You were not a teenager. But let's just say that's a technicality, right? You were 21. What could you possibly have done?
Looks like he's literally living out of a suitcase at this point. He told me he was making money on a freelance web development gig. Was that all a lie? What's he doing with the money he gets?
Yeah, he's on Fiverr making WordPress websites. Can I get in that door yet? Ooh, it's a red room. That's actually kind of creepy.
Nick, are you in there? Quit playing.
I'm kind of scared.
Jeez. Hello?
Oh my god, dude.
Hello? How did this door open? There's gotta be a light switch somewhere.
This is fucking crazy. It's 40 degrees C in here. That's like... Isn't that like 130? Someone do the math.
But where the hell is he?
Well, we'll figure it out soon, but so far this guy's looking like he's living pretty large, if you ask me. This is all... I would believe his web development gig thing right now. I'd be like, oh yeah.
He used to love these consoles growing up. He'd spend hours locked into those games. I guess it was an escape for him after Ma passed and we were living at Aunt Sheba's. The worst period of our lives. He was such a quiet kid back then.
Now he won't shut his fucking mouth. I am so tired of Nick. I can't wait to see him so I could kick him while he's down. Look at his fucking tower. This guy's developing AI. Look, he's got like 4 terabyte hard drives in there. Can I crouch? No, I can't. Oh, I could turn it on. Wait, no, go back. I don't want to do this yet. Fine, fuck it. It's got some USB 3. I want to close this door, first of all.
I see his taste in music hasn't changed. All the death metal and occult stuff he was always into.
Excuse me?
He used to be a kid who loved pop. The heaviest thing he listened to was like Metallica. When he hit his teens, everything changed. It was like his personality flipped overnight. He began to sink into this dark place. Started hanging out with the kind of kids who spelled trouble. Got into weed, alcohol, and then harder stuff. At some point, it was like he became unhinged. He talked about renouncing God and worshiping spirits or some such thing. I tried to talk sense into him. It felt like every conversation we had escalated into an argument. He kept telling me he couldn't wait to leave and live on his own.
Why didn't you just accept him for what he believed in and let it go? What were you telling him? Who cares? Whatever. But I have a bigger issue with the way you pronounced occult. occult. Yes, he delved deep into the occult. Not cool. I actually hated that.
I wonder if he still actually plays. He was obsessed with the guitar for a while in school, formed a band. They weren't all that good. Lasted all of 6 months.
His music was trash. He was known to not be very good. I can go through this chair. Whatever. That's nitpick.
This looks days old.
Anything else?
A
Boot failure.
USB drive? Let me see if I can find one.
Why? What does his computer matter? Why are we trying to get into his computer? We're looking for him. At this point, we're just trying to get into his shit. Like, we're just trying to... Whatever. So I just need to find a USB drive.
A USB drive?
Okay. Well, oh, there's
Random
one.
drawer junk. Nothing useful.
Are you sure?
This could be it.
I want to hear all her thoughts because the way she treats her brother is fucking kind of funny to me.
Nothing useful here.
It's a picture of Nick. Nothing useful here. Oh wait, I gotta go to the computer.
I could probably use the USB
Shut
drive I
up.
found in that drawer.
Let me think. I'll put it in the last one.
Maybe this will do
bitch.
the trick. Let's...
SANDBOXOS, safety, security, anonymity. Game.exe, play log. Okay, so that's like a Bitcoin wallet or whatever that is. I finally got it all set up. The SANDBOXOS, a heavily secure modded Linux variant running as a VPC. And the game contained within. This may be overkill, but it's better to be precautious considering the rep/urban legends around this game. A single exe file, not very cleverly named, no instructions. To think it took me nearly 6 months to track it down on the dark web. The things I had to trawl through to find it. Things I don't think I can ever unsee. I don't have much hope for humanity anyway. We're broken beyond redemption. Edgy. I'll continue taking... Who's texting me? Shut up. What is this? Go away. I'll continue taking these notes in these text files. If this game is the real deal, it'd make for interesting reading. I could edit it and put out a Reddit post maybe. Maybe do an accompanying video playthrough. Would be a cool way to start that gaming content channel I've always wanted to. Bro, stop. Don't get into it. It's trouble. But never got around to doing. It's easy to start a channel, but not easy to consistently put out content. I admire those who do. With my track record of starting projects I eventually abandon, I think I know how that will end up. You gotta be real stubborn and petty. That's how I did it. People told me I couldn't do it, so I was like, oh yeah? And then I kind of did it. Anyway, first things first, I have to get the game to work. It keeps crashing when I click it. The lore says that it works at random, you just have to keep clicking. The code is probably corrupted. The urban legends around the game are fascinating, if not profoundly disturbing. For example, a guy who played it... Okay, that was log number 1 on June 23rd. And I guess we're gonna play the fucking game. Hey, he warned me about this. Click to start. Also, I just want to say, this game is already like 10 times better than Decrypt. Alright? I'll just say that. Cool, it's like a game within a game. So far it's looking like your standard generic horror game though, so if you want to start a YouTube channel on this, I say absolutely go for it. That's all I upload, for the most part. Oh my god. It's the flood. I don't know. I guess it's just trash. There's a door over there. Oh, hold on a second. I just realized this is probably some fucking demonic Satanist shit. Well, not Satanist, right? Or maybe it is. I don't know. It's hard to really define what a Satanist is these days. This probably fits the bill. Do Devon? That voice is in my head. Oh, it's gone now. Okay, good. Yeah, this is pretty fucked up. If I found this game randomly online, well, maybe not so much anymore because anyone could make games now. And I mean that, anyone. But like, if I'd found this game as a kid, I'd be freaked the fuck out for sure. What was that? It's like a red light. This is the kind of game where I'd find and I'd feel like I shouldn't be playing it if I'd found it like 12 years ago. Oh, it's gonna yell at me again. I'm leaving. Anybody? Is that Nick? He's trapped in the computer. You guys remember that? Okay. You guys remember that movie, Stay Alive?
Wait, that file wasn't there before. I'm sure of it.
When I was a kid, I thought that was one of the funniest movies of all time. As an adult, I still think it's funny, but I kind of hate it. Got it to run. First impressions. Creepy, but mostly crappy. A grainy, pixelated PS2 era style walking sim. PS2 era? I think that's a bit of a stretch. No, that's like a giant stretch, actually. I hate walking sims. Why do people make them? The game's also unstable. Crashed 4 times already. Good thing I sandboxed it. It's chewing up OS files and then randomly spitting them back. How is the OS still going? It's lost system folders. Everything on the desktop, including my playlog texts, and even the recycle bin. The game has no credits, no title screen, no save load. After every crash, it randomly teleports you to different levels. Well, I'd imagine it's probably because the whole OS is running off of a boot drive, right? So it's all loaded in the memory. That's probably why it's still running, right? It was hard to find. Had to trawl through fake leads, shitposts, and BS. I would have given up sooner had I not believed there was some truth to the stories. I finally stumbled on the game almost by accident, following an anon link to a file dump on an Onion server. That's a lot of techno-babble. That's actually real, I guess. I found it amidst cryptically named zip archives, many of them full of unspeakable images. The myth of the game, which I pieced together sifting through volumes of hearsay for slivers of truth. I'm like running out of breath. Suggests that only one copy can exist at a time, and that it selects the player by allowing itself to be found by those seeking it. It is said to have been birthed in the dark web, that seedy underbelly of humanity's worst impulses, forged not by human hands, but by some unknown force. As I spent hours digging into this, the old compulsions are inexorably, is that how you pronounce that? Inexorably returning. Dark thoughts, guilt, a craving for alcohol. I've started drinking again. It's impossible to resist. The symbols in the graffiti are pre-Sumerian, suggesting an ancient entity, likely a greater demon that latches onto its hosts. Perhaps most disturbing of all is the notion that it can blah, 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 blah. And this was on the 24th of June, playlog number 3. That's pretty cool. I don't know if I have really anything to say about that, though. Other than, dude, Nick is incredibly educated. His vocabulary is immense. I don't know what Maya's talking about. This kid's got a bright future. Oh my god. Is Nick gonna be here again? I'm a little scared. I'm a little frightened. Eesh. Okay. I was scared until the lights turned on. Who is that?
What the hell is this?
I'm super scared.
Nick!
System failure. Restart required.
I'm pretty sure that was Nick's photo in there. But that makes no sense.
I don't want to turn around.
I've got to get this game going again.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's scary.
Jeez, that
Fucking knew
scared
it.
me. Just the lights.
The electrics here are falling apart, like the rest of the building.
I'd be so fucking scared if I was Maya. This bitch has a solid mentality here. Because I'd be freaking out. Let me turn this on. Light scares away the dark. Didn't you know? Can I just leave? I've always
I
wondered.
can't leave just yet. I need to find Nick.
I've wondered my whole life if I could leave without Nick. And it seems as though we can't. At least close this door, man. You're just like, your back's open to all sorts of deadly things, you know? Okay, whatever. Play log number 5. God damn it, Nick. Just put it all in a voice file, would you? Getting worse. Growing signs of malevolence. Waking nightmares. Oppressive thoughts. General malaise. An intense craving for defilement. Whoa. Weird sounds from the other room. Voices. Footsteps. Shifting shadows. An hour ago, the webcam turned on by itself and took a pic. I was able to identify the entity from the symbols in the graffiti. Baal Nagin, aka the ill spirit of guilt and grief. Here's the entry from Deacon, perhaps the only demonology wiki with some authenticity. A greater demon from pre-biblical times, first worshipped by the Lagani sect and then Sumeria, requires human sacrifice, feeds on fatalism, guilt, and grief, manifest in the recurring nightmares of killers, in the lust/regret cycles of sex offenders, in the dying fugue of dead men walking, in the guilt borne by family members of suicide victims, in the PTSD of war survivors, in the haunting dread of good people gone irrecoverably wrong. A vile parasitical being that consumes those who it selects. Yeah, sounds pretty demonic to me. I thought at first that there was no point to the game. Just walk from point A to point B, activating shrines. But the simplicity could be deliberate. The pattern of the symbols, the piles of refuse and filth, the writings on the scrolls, all of it suggests an invocation. If so, the point of the game may be to simply complete it. Have I made a terrible mistake? What if I awakened in the deep dark? The game is trying to... If so, the point of the game may be to simply complete it. Nick is a lot smarter than he's leading on. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to see if I could drag the file. I was looking down. Are we gonna end up like Nick? It's starting to seem like that's... Huh? Which way did you turn me? Okay. Alright, they want me to go that way. I'm going this way. Fuck that. Why? I guess it makes sense that we would want to find Nick, right? But like, if you think about it, do we want to find Nick? Or do we want to complete the game? fucker. Are you telling me I have to go find Nick and then come back this way? You son of a bitch. God, I wish I could sprint in this game. Nick hates walking simulators. Nick? Is that you? That's pretty fucking scary. It just seemed very detailed, you know? I don't know. I wasn't prepared for such a detailed poster. Is there another one over here? I'm assuming this is a maze where you find a bunch of them. Yeah, go figure. That is fucking scary. I'm scared now. A door unlocked. Fuck that, dude. How is Maya not freaking out right now? You know what? I think part of me would be like, damn, Nick made a really fucking scary game, you know? I'd be kind of proud of him.
Maya, help me. Please. You have to help me.
Nick?
I'm scared, Maya. It's awful here. Please, help me.
Aw, man, another one.
That was Nick's voice, I'm sure of it. I'm gonna get this PC going again.
Now hold on, Maya, because...
Hello? Is someone there?
Maya, I'm scared. I don't want to do this. Stand on the lamp. It's safe. Fuck. Well, forget all that. We just gotta get this going.
I need to check if there's someone in here with me.
It's too dark in here. I should get the lights on.
No shit. Okay, god damn it. I hate curtains, dude. What happened to Mom's picture?
Oh, that's awful. How could the picture have changed like this?
Maya, get a fucking hint, dude. We gotta get out of here. We need to leave. Why would we do this? Who do you think you are? Oh boy. What's gonna happen when I turn around? Wow, no way.
Nick. But his face. What is happening to me?
I need to get back on the computer and figure it out. Stupid. Stupid. Oh man. I'm looking forward to the incredible diary entry that I'm about to read. Oh, it's not... it's about the same. I saw Alex today. He was here, in the apartment, standing by the far wall. He looked the same as he did when I saw him all those years ago on a gurney in a morgue, the day after the accident. His dead body cold, his face split open, his eye wide. Despite his horrific wounds and the odd angle of his neck, He was somehow still alive. He called out to me. He was grinning, but I saw the hatred in his dead eyes. I survived the accident. Even though I was the one drunk and driving, I was flung out of the car and came to unhurt, except for a few scratches. Came to unhurt, except for a few scratches. He wanted me to follow him. I begged for forgiveness, but I know it's too late for that. There can be no redemption for a man like me. I must go after him. I have no choice. First, I have to call Maya. I have to warn her. I have to tell her to stay put, not come looking for me. Because I know Maya. She'll come looking if she doesn't hear from me for too long. She still feels responsible for me, even after all these years. Still blames herself for my failures, even though she absolutely shouldn't. If only she knew that she's the last good thing left in my life. The reason I'm alive is because she saved me 1,000,000 times already. But she can't save me this time. Not from this. And I can't let her get hurt if she comes here. That was playlog number 12 on June 25th. Shit. This is rough, but after reading that, I'd pretty much just get up and walk away. Wouldn't you? We're lucky that the webcam hasn't taken a picture of us yet. Or maybe it has and I missed it. I don't know. Obviously, I gotta go get that. As fucking scary and like incredibly spooky as it is, these things are fascinating. I wish it let me look at them more, because they really are. Just the imagery, you know, like the way everything looks, it's so cool. Nick, wait, come back. Aww. That's like a cultist right there, right? God damn, that's fucking scary. Gotcha, bitch. Well,
what the
Maya.
hell was that? Nick, wait! Nick! I gotta go after him.
Didn't you read the log, woman? Don't you understand that this is exactly what Nick saw right before he died?
Nick!
Hold on, I want to see the bathroom. Yeah, the curtain's back. Eee, that's scary. Okay, never mind. Loading lays. This really is hell. Nick, what are you doing? Get away from that. It's not sturdy.
Nick, stop! It's me!
After this, I need you guys to go watch Decrypt. I need you to understand how different this game is from the other game. I don't know why, but I saw that coming. Probably because, I don't know. I have an incredible sixth sense for jump scares. Do you think he went up to heaven or down to hell? Okay, there's nothing up there. Boing, 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 boing. I can't see a fucking thing.
Maya, I'm down here.
What up, Nick? Do I need to go that way? Can you guys even see what's happening here? This is like that one SCP game that I saw like 10 years ago. That was my introduction to SCP. Which one is it? 173, I want to say?
Maya, come on. I'm waiting for you, Maya.
Maya is unbelievably stupid falling for this. We all float down here, Maya.
You can't save me, Maya. You never could. Even when we were growing up, you couldn't even protect me from myself. The accident, Alex's death, my miserable life, all of it could have been different. If only you'd done what you were supposed to do.
Who are you? What have you done to my brother? Sometime later, I found myself back in the apartment. I couldn't remember how I got there. There was no sign of Nick, or the thing that had looked like him. And his computer would no longer turn on. I did the only thing I could. I filed a missing person report and flew home. It's been 6 months since then. I've tried every possible way to locate him, but there's been no word from him. I keep thinking about the thing I saw at the bottom of those stairs, the thing from inside the game. When it came at me, just before its awful malevolence could engulf me, something or someone stepped between us and shielded me. I think that's how I got away. I think it was Nick who saved me.
That's right, Maya. Nick died for your right to wear hula hoop earrings. Don't fucking forget it. Okay, so that was Within. Honestly, this is so immeasurably better than Decrypt that I can't even judge this game with that game in mind. This is its own thing. I have to review this in a vacuum because if I were to review it relative to Decrypt, this game would be a fucking 15 out of 10. So the voice acting in this game is, while amateur, is unbelievably good. Like, it's really good for an indie horror game that is free, mind you. You could go download this game right now and play it. The gameplay is your standard walking simulator. I don't know why they had that log where they make fun of walking simulators and then do that very same thing. Like, I guess it's supposed to be a joke, like a haha, look how meta this is. But you're still doing it. So if it's a joke, I guess it's more of like a self-deprecating joke, which I don't think you should do because your game is great. This is a good game. Good ambience, decent scares, no bugs, interesting story. It's just overall a really good game for a free indie horror game. And I think most people would agree with that. There are some things that I don't buy, and there's obviously a lot of marketplace asset usage. Like, the only reason why Nick's computer was fucking ginormous is because that's probably the only computer they could find on the marketplace. Things like that normally would bother me, but this game is free. So, like, I don't care. And that's also nitpicking, right? Now, if I were to review this game relative to Decrypt, I mean, you just have to go watch that game yourself to really know what I'm talking about. That game is like a note every 3 seconds. and the note is like 4 minutes long. So if you want to hear more of this dumb idiot read sci-fi notes, then I absolutely recommend watching that video. But anyway, that's it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. As I said, I'll be recording and uploading daily for a while, until I catch up. I don't know if that'll be possible tomorrow, just because I have a lot going on tomorrow, but I'll still try my best. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.